Welcome, have a nice day. Today is Monday, 17th of February 2025. On this day, National Random Acts of Kindness Day grows in popularity. It is celebrated by individual groups and organizations nationwide to encourage acts of kindness. From the history point of view, World Human Spirit Day, a day dedicated to celebrating the resilience and strength of the human spirit, emphasizing the importance of positivity, compassion, and inner strength in the facing life's challenges. A study with the world news including United Kingdom Prime Minister Starmer ready to put troops on the ground in the Ukraine and United States-Russia peace talks. At least 9 died, including 18 Kentucky, as winter storms hit the United States. Ukraine not invited to United States. Russia peace talks in the Saudi Arabia report. United Secretary of State meets Netanyahu, endorses plan to eradicate Hamas. United Kingdom Starmer pledges to press Egypt for release of hunger-striking mother's son. White House and National Security Advisor head to Saudi Arabia for Russia talks. From the Hindu newspaper, Israel's Netanyahu signals he is moving ahead with the Trump's idea to transfer Palestinians from Gaza. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu left and President Donald Trump stand as they are prepared to depart after the Abraham Accord signing ceremony on the south lawn of the White House, September 15, 2020 in the Washington. This week marks 500 days of the war. Netanyahu has signaled the readiness to resume the fighting after the ceasefire's current phase, though it could be a death sentence for remaining hostages. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Sunday signaled that he was moving ahead with the United States President Donald Trump's proposal to transfer the Palestinian population out of Gaza, calling it the only viable plan to enable a different future for the region. Netanyahu discussed the plan with the United States Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who kicked off a Middle East visit by endorsing Israel's war aims in Gaza, saying Hamas must be eradicated. That created further doubt around the shaky ceasefire as talks on its second phase are yet to begin. Rubio, in his upcoming stops in Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, is likely to face more pushback and Arab leaders over the Trump's proposal, which includes revolving Gaza under the United States ownership. Netanyahu has said all immigration from Gaza should be voluntary. But rights groups and other critics say that the plan amounts to coercion given the territory's vast destruction. Netanyahu said he and Trump have a common strategy for Gaza. Echoing Trump, he said the gates of the hell would be open if Hamas does not release dozens of remaining hostages abducted in the militant group's attack on the southern Israel on the October 7, 2023 that triggered the 16-month war. According to the Hindustan Times newspaper, states that earthquake in the Delhi, strong tremors rocked national capital surrounding areas. Strong earthquake tremors shook Delhi NCR. The early hours of the Monday, that's today, the tremors of magnitude 4 on the Richter scale were felt around 5:36 a.m. At the depth of the 5 kilometers, the National Center of the Seismology said the earthquake tremors were felt in the NCR regions, including the Noida, Greater Noida, and Ghaziabad. Tremors were felt in the Delhi and nearby the areas, urging everyone to stay calm and follow strict precautions. Staying alert for the possible aftershocks, authorities are keeping a close watch on the situation, he said, asking residents to follow safety precautions. The Prime Minister urged them to stay alert for possible aftershocks. Authorities are keeping a close watch on the situation, he added. The strong jolt also promoted residents to step out of their residential complex across the Delhi NCR regions. Transition to clean energy, a huge economic opportunity. United Nations Climate Chief Simon Steele discusses how countries including India can benefit from the energy transition. Despite setbacks from an unfavorable Conference of Party 29 finance outcomes and United States withdrawal from the Paris Agreement, United Nations Climate Chief Simon Steele remains optimistic about the $2 trillion clean energy boom. In an interview with the Hindustan Times, he discusses how countries including India can benefit from the energy transition, edited experts. Now there is a question: how does United Nations for climate change or UNFCCC plan to mobilize the countries to submit updated NDCs for the 2035? Over 170 countries have indicated that they are working on their new national climate plans, and the vast majority plan to submit their year. Brazil and the United Kingdom have already submitted bold new plans because it is entirely in the interests of their economies and their citizens. From the conversations I have been having, countries are taking the work on their new NDCs, national democratic, extremely seriously. NDCs extremely seriously, which is not surprising given these plans will be key to ensuring their country benefit from the clean energy boom worth $2 trillion that was converted actually as rupees 174 crore already. Now, going towards the economy of the country from business point of view, individual taxpayers claimed higher tax benefits on political donations than corporate entities. The revenue impact of deductions claimed by individual taxpayers was highly compared to the corporate taxpayers. An analysis of previous year budget documents shows that the revenue impact of deductions claimed by taxpayers for political donations has been on the rise over the years. A 14-fold jump in soybean oil imports from Nepal triggers red flags in India, with a 19% overall surge in the April to November month of 2024 period to nearly $3 billion compared to $2.5 billion in 2023. However, during the comparable period, Brazil, one of the top producers of the commodity, registered a drop in exports. Incidentally, in Nepal, bilateral trade takes place in India rupees. Nepal's central bank also maintains a list of items that can be imported from the India in dollars using a letter of the credit. About our science and tech, we have how big tech companies backtracked on their DEI goals. Let's have a look. When the United States President Donald Trump returned to the White House, $1 million donations were poured in the form of big tech companies and their CEOs. During the Mr. Trump's inauguration, some prominent figures included his unelected advisor and a major donor Elon Musk, Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos, Apple CEO Tim Cook, Open Artificial Intelligence CEO Sam Altman, and a TikTok CEO Shou Zi Chew. As Trump settled into his role for the second time, notable United States companies including Google, Meta, and Amazon announced or quietly made changes into their existing DEI initiatives. They are either rolled back ongoing programs and goals or decided to stop pursuing new DEI plans. China to develop gene editing tools, new crop varieties in the biotech initiative, wheat crops ready for harvest in the farmers' field near the Kindersley, Saskatchewan, Canada, September 5, 2024. China issued guidelines on Friday to promote biotech cultivation, focusing on the gene editing tools and developing new wheat, corn, and soybean varieties as a part of the efforts to ensure the food security and boost agricultural technology. The 2024 to 2028 plan aims to achieve independent and controllable seed sources for key crops, with a focus on to cultivate high-yield, multi-resistant wheat, corn, and high-oil yield soybean and rapeseed varieties. The move comes as China intensifies efforts to boost domestic yields of the key crops like soybeans to reduce reliance on imports from the countries such as the United States aimed at a looming trade war. The document is pledged to research and develop precision gene editing tools with independent intellectual property and enhance key cultivation technologies, it is said in the statement. AI-fit cameras in a simple tiger reserve and sand poaching, implementing a trial code artificial intelligence camera unit seen at Similipal Tiger Reserve. Odisha's Similipal Tiger Reserve has 150 AI-enabled cameras that send real-time alerts of poachers and animal movement inside the forest. Last year, we lost two of our main poachers. Samrat Goda, Deputy Director of the Similal Tiger Reserve in Odisha, said every time we come across them and poachers are armed with a loaded gun. But such encounters have become much less common of late. As a part of an early alert system called Trial Code II, the Simplipal Tiger Reserve was fitted with 150 cameras loaded with an artificial intelligence model. Cameras lay images of the people and the wildlife entering the forest to retrieve the model, which looks for the presence of the poachers among them. Earlier, we did not know when poachers entered. Now we have clear information about the area poachers are in, so our people are prepared, Gowda said. Now, at last, there's a famous physician from India, that is Sir Chandrasekhar Venkata Raman, or birth anniversary is 7 November 1888 up to 21st of November 1920, known by simply as C.V. Raman, was an Indian physicist known for his work in the field of light scattering using a spectrograph that he developed. And his student K.S. Krishnanan discovered that when light traverses a transparent material, the reflected light changes into spherular. This phenomenon, a heteroto, a known type of scattering of light which they call manifest scattering, was subsequently termed as the Raman effect or Raman scattering. In the 1930, Raman received the Nobel Prize in Physics for his discovery, and was the first Asian and the first non-white to receive the Nobel Prize in any branch of science. In 1917, he was appointed as the first pilot professor of physics. Ashutosh Mukherjee at the Raja Bazar Science College under the University of Calcutta on his first trip to Europe. Seeing that the Mediterranean Sea motivated him to identify the prevailing explanation for the blue color of the sea at the time, namely the reflected ray legal scattering light from the sky, as being incorrect. He founded the Indian Journal of Physics in 1926. He moved to Bangalore in 1933 to become the first Indian director of the Indian National Institute of Science. He founded the Indian Academy of Science. The same year, he established the Raman Research Institute in the 1948, where he worked to his last days. The Raman effect was discovered on 28th of February 1928. The day is celebrated annually by the Government of India as the National Science Day. C.V. Raman says a very famous quotation. He says that success can come to you by courageous devotion to the task lying in front of you. Okay, thank you.